Hello and welcome to Chat GPT for Genealogy. I want to start today in this video tutorial by reiterating some of the wisdom from a TED talk that I watched recently by Alan Dale. It's what you're seeing on the screen behind him that's important for us to keep in mind when we begin to talk about artificial intelligence. We know that there has been a revolution in technology in most recent years. And the way in which we have approached it in our education of our young people is to teach them about it initially. For example, early technology was created by specialists for specialists, so we teach them that it exists. The new technologies created by specialists are now used by everyone. So we teach everyone how to use it. What we're coming to now is that technology created by everyone, now used by everyone, we now need to teach how to make with it. And this applies strongly to the use of Chat GPT as your artificial intelligence tool. The modules in the course will help you understand how Chat GPT can be of assistance to you as a genealogist. This is a fresh new field. I don't know of anyone else who is specializing in it at the moment, but you'll see on YouTube a plethora of educational videos about Chat GPT for general usage. What this course will do is help you fine-tune the way in which you can use Chat GPT as your genealogy assistant. I will help you master the art of prompting to enhance your research and design your ancestral stories. So I'm going to take you now across to your first steps in using Chat GPT. So what does it mean? Well, here in the first lesson of Module 2, I introduced Chat GPT to show you what it is and how it works. And the GPT part of the title stands for Generative Pre-trained Transformers, GPT. And these are a huge step forward in the ability for anyone to use these tools. They are natural language tools, and the technology now has been pushed further forward and can be used now in a whole range of genres, including genealogy. In this tutorial, I'm going to focus on GPT-3, the deep learning model, and it's well known for its capacity to comprehend language and produce text that sounds like it's been written by a human. And here are a few of its important traits that you'll see on the page here. It does have a rich vocabulary. It is versatile. It can write text, translate it, or summarize it. Essential tools in our kit for genealogy. And it's accessible. Even though it's a complicated model, it has an easy-to-use interface for different platforms that allow people to work with it. So let's have a look at how you get Chat GPT. It has been created by the company called OpenAI. So if you go to openai.com, you'll find out more about Chat GPT. For example, you can go to an overview of Chat GPT right here on their site. And this will give you an overview of the various capacities of this tool. We'll just let this play for a few seconds. And it is free to use. You just need to create an account which is linked to your email, and you'll get to use Chat GPT to help with your genealogy or anything else that you can think of. Under the menus in OpenAI, you can also find out about the safety of the tool and find out a little bit more about the company. For example, what is their charter? What are they wanting to do? Is it safe, do you think? And the OpenAI's mission here really tells us what they're on about. Their mission is to ensure that artificial general intelligence, AGI, by which we mean highly autonomous systems that outperform humans at most economically valuable work, benefits all of humanity. We can then go ahead and take a look at ChatGPT itself. When you go to this link, openai.com/blog/ChatGPT, you'll find that you can read even more about the program. Initially, what you'll do is just try ChatGPT. It will ask you to create an account linked to your email. In trying ChatGPT, this is what it will look like when you first come in. A blank screen, more or less. What do we do with it? And I've thought about this as your first step. Just move pieces around here on my screen. That the very first thing that you want it to do is to ask itself, how can you help me with my family history? So this is where we put the prompt, and you'll see what I've done down here. I've got a little heading, AI for family history, first steps with ChatGPT 3. And our very first prompt, how can ChatGPT 3.5 help me with my family history? And that is the first step in communicating with the tool. Once you put that text in place, you then generate a response by clicking on the green arrow, which sends the message that you've written to ChatGPT. Let's see what it does with that. In the matter of seconds, it will come forward with reasons for using ChatGPT for your genealogy. Didn't take very long. Things like data analysis, research assistance, ancestral storytelling, content creating, AI integration, historical insights, organization, and collaboration. A number of different ways in which you can harness the power of ChatGPT 3. A really good start. What do I do with it then? Let's have a deeper look at some of the things that are showing on the screen that need some explanation. At the top, you'll notice that we're using the default GPT 3.5. This is your prompt bar, and below it is the response section. You can copy the text that it responded with by using this little clipboard tool over here. And this will immediately copy the text from the response into your clipboard, ready to paste into, let's say, a Google Doc. You can also give some feedback to the system by giving either a thumbs up or a thumbs down for the information that it gave it. We click into that one. We can give additional feedback about what we liked about the response, and that helps to inform the Chat GPT language model. On the top right-hand side is another little tool that I have added to my page, which is the keywords everywhere. And I'll come to that in a moment. Another thing that we need to do is have a look at the navigation bar. So I'll pause here for a moment and get that into view. On the left-hand side of my screen, you can now see my navigation bar, which contains all of the chats that I have had with Chat GPT over a period of time. You can close it off again by clicking this close sidebar option at the top. At the very top is where you start a new chat, which I do advocate when you are switching topics. At the bottom is your control panel, and in here you can find various other ways in which you can change the look and feel of your screen. The My Plan refers to your account. Custom instructions are how you can give certain information to chat, which will keep it consistently reporting back to you with your preferences. I'll come to that in a different video tutorial. And then this one, settings and beta, I do suggest that you have a look at that. I prefer the dark theme that you are seeing behind me, but you can have a light theme like this one. The dark seems to work better in demonstrations. That's under the heading of General. You can clear all chats if you've finished with them. Then you've got beta features. The top one is for those that like to browse with Bing. Second one is for those who are adventuring into the world of plugins for Chat GPT, and that's the subject of a whole other video tutorial. And beneath that, for those who are looking for more in-depth advanced data analysis. For the time being, I suggest that you switch on plugins and browse with Bing. Data controls. Here you can look at your chat history and training. So this saves new chats on your browser to your history and allows them to be used to improve our models. And that's how you're communicating back to ChatGPT and to OpenAI in particular. You can manage your shared links, you can share them with other people, and you can export some data. And of course, you can delete your account. So that's all under settings. The top one, the keywords everywhere, you activate that down here when it's installed onto your ChatGPT. This one is interesting because it allows you to do very interesting things with categories for your prompting. But sometimes you can get a bit stuck with what am I going to ask ChatGPT to do today? And in this example, the category is social media, subcategory is Facebook, and the template that I want it to use is the Facebook post ideas. And in choosing those, I can then have languages, different ones of those available, voice tones, make it enthusiastic, writing styles, let's have conversational, and then you put in your topic. So in this case, I've said family history, how to use artificial intelligence, and I want 5 posts that is going to be directed to beginners in using AI. And it has created a prompt from all of that information down the bottom. And it's also included this line here, include a call to action and hashtags wherever possible. So it saves you a great deal of time and thought. And then I can execute that template and it will give me an answer. And something went wrong there. Let me try that once again. That is because I need to start a new chat. Let's try that again. Right, now that I'm in a new chat, execute the template. And this time it's come up with some suitable post titles and an idea about the content and what else to do, along with some hashtags. Unlocking hidden stories with AI. And in this one, you could share a brief success story of a beginner who used AI to discover a long-lost family connection. Highlight the impact on their family history journey and include a call to action, such as inviting others to share their AI discoveries in the comments. So that's something that I might do as a course developer. There's a whole range of ways in which you can use keywords everywhere. If you wish to find out how to do that, you'll need to go to this address on your browser, keywordseverywhere.com, and then you would install for whatever browser you're currently using. And it will then be seen on your browser toolbar. So coming back to Chat GPT now, we've learned quite a few things about the screen itself and how we're going to communicate with Chat GPT 3. Later on in this module, you'll find your first case study, your first chat with GPT. I'm clicking into that one now so you can see what it is that it consists of. And it's how we can find out more about a historical figure. And in this case study, I have chosen the person called Mary Seacole, a Jamaican British nurse and businesswoman in the 19th century. And so your objective here is to use ChatGPT to glean insights into her life, achievements, and familial background. Underneath is a series of little facts about Mary Seacole. And one of the first things that you might want to do is to copy that information to your clipboard using Control-C, and then put that in place in a new chat in your Chat GPT 3. I'm waiting for the internet to catch up. Here we go. And I'll just park that here first of all, and then Shift Enter before we put in the prompt that we want it to think about. Pressing Enter generates the response, so be careful with that. Use Shift Enter if you want to just create a new line. All right, coming back to the exercise itself. Beneath those facts, you'll see there are some research goals. We want to investigate her Scottish roots of her father and how they may have influenced her, her life achievements, social impact and legacy. So there are a series of GPT engineered prompts there for you. So your task is to use each one of those one by one to find out more about her. So let's just take number one, come back to ChatGPT and paste that in place underneath. So we've given it the information about this person, and it does have quite a large knowledge base of famous people. It has already been trained on those, so it will know this person. And what we're asking it to do now is tell us more about her Scottish ancestry and the impact on her life, and then generate the response by sending the message here. It will then come back to you with some information on the queries that you've put forward, quite a lot. So that's your first step. And then you do the same for each of the other questions in that exercise back here. But just pick up each one individually and put that below the text that you've already placed. So keep it in the same chat, in other words. So you place that next one here and then generate that one. So have some fun with that, because I think you'll find that this gives you an idea of how deep you can get Chat GPT to help you with historical context, in this case, for a famous historical person, Mary Seacole. Good luck with that. And when you've finished each one of these lessons in your module, don't forget to click down below. You'll see complete and continue, and that keeps a record of how you're going in the modules of the course. So good luck in module 1, where you'll have your first steps with ChatGPT. You'll set it up. You'll consider some of the ethical considerations. You'll look at ChatGPT in the genealogy ecosystem, and then you'll do your first case study with your first project. Good luck with that, and I'll be back with more later.